So anyway, Max wakes up tied to a chair in the dark room. Oh no, how will she get out of this situation? Oh, time travel, yeah, that's right. Well, therein lies the problem. Because if you remember from my first Life is Strange video, it's that the time travel mechanics aren't very consistent. Interestingly enough, though, in this final chapter, the problem isn't inconsistency. I mean, it is. But the trouble is so densely woven that inconsistency sort of fades into the background in favor of plain old awkward delivery. So her solution is to go back in time while in the past in order to fix everything. Which she does. Well, fix everything except the tornado. Now, with a little hindsight, it's here that we should start noticing that things aren't exactly adding up. Keep in mind that it's already been established that after she fucks around in the past using the photo method, she returns to where she would be after however much time passes given the new world parameters.
Wait, Jefferson couldn't handle stains on his photos.
In case you're wondering, it's actually noon there. It's just dark outside because of the tornado. That's why it's bright when she lands in San Francisco. It's not a plot hole. And what I'm on about will all make sense once we combine that information with one extremely important piece of information.
In a few minutes, I won't know any of this happened. Nothing.
Until she reaches the point in time that she traveled back from, she doesn't have her memories of the future. Which doesn't inherently break my suspension of disbelief, but it is an element of why I find the end of this game so frustrating. You see, when you're dealing with something as convoluted and imaginary as time travel, you're going to inevitably end up with things that don't make a whole lot of sense. But it's your job as a writer to recognize them and to not draw attention to them. Not to mention, it's kind of sad.
We absolutely have to stay in your room and do nothing.
I mean, if you think about it, the Max that Chloe knew for this day and a half or however long doesn't exist anymore. Max and Chloe had a full day or whatever together that never happened to one of them. I mean, Chloe doesn't know this person. Everything that informs her character right now didn't happen while Chloe was alive. Weird, huh?
I see that the real Max is back.
Chloe's declaration of the real Max is sort of implying that the Max she was hanging out with all day wasn't real. But that Max didn't know that she was just a vessel to babysit until the real Max came back? I mean, I think that's just an interesting philosophical point. Interesting enough to make a whole video out of? You tell me. Only because it feels like the theme of selfishness was tacked on at the last minute after they had already wrote the end of the game.
You only wanted to be popular. And once you got these amazing powers, your big plan was to trick people into thinking you give a rat's ass.
Because the entire 5th episode felt like they had only tacked it on after they had already wrote the end of the game. I mean, so many of the choices don't matter. And not because they're all non-choices. Why even give us this choice? The bulk of this episode's content was deciding whether or not you'll save people who you are not going to be able to save if you actually do the thing you're trying to do.
I have to help everybody I can.
Oh, lordy! Thanks, kid.
Okay, trucker man. I'll help you. I'll lift this log off your leg.
You better go now.
And I ain't never coming back here. You need a lift?
No thanks. I have to find a friend.
You go, girl. You go.
Oh, wait, psych! Rewind! I'm so evil.
Can you please help me?
Or, you know, alternately. Yes, run! Be free, trucker man! Be free! Alright, Warren, thanks for the picture. Time to go back in time. Good luck dying in that explosion. Cause, you know, if she's here at the lighthouse, nobody's helping that trucker. Who's stopping this flaming gas leak from blowing up the diner? Really? Nobody? The actual choice in whether or not you save these people isn't given to you. Because the only way to progress the game is to go back in time and prevent the rescuing in the first place. I guess it kind of is. At the very end, but not really? It's a binary moral choice that lacks any common sense, but not really? It's the worst ending of 2015, because I really can't tell which of these choices are worse. I mean, I can. This one is really selfish and stupid, and this one is Far less selfish, but equally stupid. Why does Chloe dying stop the tornado? Because we said so. No, actually, you didn't.
I think that the storm started, everything started when I found out I could rewind time.
Oh, beat you at your own game there. Max had her powers when she went back in time 5 years and was able to use them. And I'm sure in 99% of cases, she did use them. So wouldn't she have to go back to that point? If using her powers even once is what caused this tornado?
All because of me?
Why does she get a free pass on those usages? And even going by the order the game showed events, saving Chloe wasn't the first time she used her powers. Because she used the hitherto unexplained photoless transportation method twice before she saved Chloe. Also, do I have to bring up the big stupid elephant in the room? It's painfully simple to save Chloe without using your time powers from this point. You can just drop Nathan with an RKO, pick up his gun, shoot Mr. Jefferson in the face. Can someone explain that to me? What difference would it make if Max did anything that didn't involve her time powers after this point? I mean, we saw the tornado before the first time Max used her powers. I mean, we saw the tornado 5 years after the first time Max used her powers. This is just the game moralizing at us. No, it's hardly even that. It's an artificial construct. Even if Chloe being alive is the thing that caused the tornado, that only adds one more step to the previously described plan. Just tell Chloe to get her family and maybe Warren and Kate or whoever out of Arcadia Bay before the tornado destroys it. The Sacrifice Arcadia Bay ending doesn't imply that some other Final Destination style bullshit is going to continue to try to kill Chloe. So why not try to save more than one fucking person out of your hometown? If the game really wanted to moralize at you, it would have given you the choice at this point. Do you want to undo all the saving you just did to try to rescue Chloe? Dooming Warren and Joyce to explode in the diner? Or does Chloe really mean enough to you to have all those lives on your head? As it stands, the only way to progress the game is to go back in time and prevent the rescuing from happening in the first place. So as far as I'm concerned, the choice between Chloe and literally anyone else was made for me right here.